Hi everyone! So you might remember last time we worked on this beautiful white lace bralette, and this time I wanted to show you how I made these matching panties to go with it, and I hope you'll enjoy the process, so let's get into it. So I'm taking my stretch lace, and the front and the gusset pieces I made from this lace, while the back part of the panties is crafted from stretch white mesh, and this I will show just in a moment. So this is the white stretch mesh I mentioned earlier, and I'm using it for the back part. The stretchiness is really important because it plays a big role in how comfortable your panties or even your bralette will feel. So now I'm pinning all the pieces together and getting ready to start sewing. So after sewing everything together, I trimmed the excess fabric to prepare for top stitching. The steps ensure that everything stays nice and flat, and I'm just setting up my machine now for a zigzag stitch and letting everything lay flat and just getting over with a zigzag stitch. So now I'm attaching the elastic, and I'll show you how I do it. If you're interested, I can make another video to demonstrate this in detail. But now I don't use too much stretch tension because I've noticed it doesn't feel as comfortable that way. Instead, I apply light pressure to stretch the elastic slightly, and I sew it on top of the fabric using a zigzag stitch. So now after I did a simple zigzag stitch, I will fold the elastic to face the right side and sew over it with what I call broken zigzag stitch. It's just a zigzag stitch with more steps in it, and of course you need to be very careful when going over the places that has more fabric packed in it. but usually it doesn't cause too many issues. Just make sure not to stretch the fabric too much under your needle as you sew, so then your needle won't get caught in the wrong angle. So now we are coming to the step to put elastic on the back of the panties. I'm using fold over elastic, which is really a magical material. As you can see, I'm starting with the edge and leaving extra elastic to fold over. The idea is to fold the elastic, sew it, and then use it as the strap for the sides. Of course, I cut off any excess fabric to keep everything from getting too bulky. I fold over the elastic and use this broken zigzag stitch to sew it all together. This helps make it stronger and gives it a cleaner finish. After using the zigzag stitch, I'll show you how I finish off the elastic, as it will be a bit open at the ends, so you need to be mindful of that. Now, when doing the edge of the elastic, this is the part I mentioned, could be a bit tricky and you need to be mindful. I'm not sure about your sewing machine, but mine has an option for a straight stretch stitch, which I actually just discovered recently. What a surprise! This is really helpful for sewing elastics because the stitch works well with them. Since the elastic is a bit open, this type of stitch helps me to sew it all securely along the side while keeping the stretch. So if you have this feature in your machine, definitely give it a try. I'm just trying to decide how I want to finish this part, because you have the option to add a little metal ring in front, which could be a nice detail. Just checked all the loose threads, and I was considering using the metal ring, but in the end I decided to skip them this time. I think the look will work without them, but it's always fun to try something different. So now I just needed to measure the right length for the elastic that I want to keep, and for me that ended up being 12 centimeters. Since about 2 centimeters will be cut off after I sew it together, I made sure to account for that. As usual, I use my easy to wash marker to mark everything and then starting sewing all the pieces together. Now I just need to pin everything in place. It might seem like I'm doing it a bit by feel, but trust me, I measure everything as I go. And as you saw earlier, I am using my glue pen to hold the fabric in place for a moment, and once that's set, I sew everything together with a straight stitch, and soon enough we'll get to see the finished product. So now we have the complete set, bralette and the matching panties. I absolutely love how it turned out, and I'm definitely going to be using it for my daily wear, probably in the summer. I hope you enjoyed watching it and had fun with me during this process, and I hope to see you soon.